What's up, guys? It's me. I'll wait for y'all to hop in because I always start talking. But this is me talking now is really for the playback because no one hopped. Like, it's impossible for someone to hop in immediately. Yeah. See, like, my feed just came up and I just got the notification. So I know you guys didn't get the notification until just now. But for all you guys watching the playback, we got something cool because I'm at 3,000 subscribers. I'm so excited. You have no idea. It's a tough road on YouTube, I'll tell you that much. Even when people tell you you deserve more followers, blah 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 blah, it takes work. But my 3,000, you guys are good. You guys are quality people. You engage. You like. I can't believe my Facebook group. The engagement that I get on my Facebook group just makes me so happy because I made several people admins of my Facebook group who they don't work for me. They don't make any money from me. They just are so engaged with everything that they, anytime they're asked a question or they're asked something of them, they just hop right on it because they want to continue learning and they want to continue actually being able to, I guess, find a way to build their business and find success. That's what they're working on themselves. So, but they make sure that everybody in the group is doing what they should be doing. They're engaging with people who need help. They're providing examples and things that they did to overcome a situation or something like that. So it's just really cool to see all of this. And now to hit 3,000 subscribers, we actually just got our first over 100 students. We have well over 100 students now in our course, so that's doing awesome. We're super excited for everything that's happening with Serial Entrepreneur Academy. But to say thank you to everybody who watches my channel, to say thank you to everybody who's just taken part in all of this. I'm doing a special giveaway. We never do $150 off, but I'm doing 3 people get $150 off the course. Since we've hit 3,000 subscribers. So first 3 people to get over to serialentrepreneur.academy and sign up can take advantage of that. The promo code is in the description, and I never know if you guys can see the description or not. So if you can't, it's 3,000 subs. So 3,000 because I got 3,000, and then subs like subscribers. Subs is all caps. But yeah. First 3 people to take advantage of that get the course for an extra $150 off. And that is, again, just a big thank you to you guys for helping me hit 3,000 subscribers. This is seriously something really, really awesome to me. I'm hoping that maybe I can hit 4,000 by the end of this year. My goal is to hit anywhere from 12,500 to about 10,000 by the end of 2018, if not more. So, thank you, you guys. You've made this possible. Really, like, I just provide the content. You guys are the ones who engage and keep coming back, asking questions, and making this worthwhile for me. So thank you guys for doing that for me, and that's my gift. Outside of that, guys, we are doing something super special. If you are a veteran and you can't take advantage of this opportunity today, we're doing a Veterans Day special, so stay tuned for that. We are also running free Facebook ads training. The link is down in the description below. There's a bunch of training available now. There's a bunch of free videos available now on, let's see, SEO. We have a SEO beginners course that's been posted on YouTube weekly. We've got 2 more videos coming for that mini course real quick, and then we finish it up next week. It's a 10-part series for SEO. If you guys are interested in anything like that, let me know. But this is going to be a more of a Q&A style video. We're just going to talk, digital marketing. I'm going to talk a little bit more about, obviously, my excitement with having 3,000 subscribers. We're going to talk a little bit about entrepreneurship in general, and then how I've made an extra, I think in 4 days, I made $500 with Bitcoin, just doing nothing, completely automated, by the way, didn't do a thing. Made $500. It was super cool to see that money come in, and it's spiking even more. So if you're not involved in Bitcoin and you want to know more, there's links in the description also for that. But it's been really cool. Like, there's a lot of different things going on right now, especially in the technology world, in the software industries, that you guys can take advantage of right now and start making a really good living. It was funny. I was actually at this girl's house. I was meeting her parents. earlier tonight before I got on. And that's why actually, I usually have my YouTube lives on Sunday, but I wanted to wait till I hit 3,000. I just hit it like an hour ago. So that's why we're doing it tonight. But anyways, I was at her house and I was talking to her parents. And the funny thing was, it was so funny, dude. So we're sitting at dinner and, this is the first time I've met her parents. And we're sitting there and they're like, so what do you do? And I'm like, oh God. Because I know this question. It's so funny to answer to people, especially older people, like parents like in their 50s. Maybe a little older than that, who just have no connection to digital marketing or the internet hardly. But they were like, well, what do you do? I'm like, well, I work from home. And that initially is just, it sounds worse than it is. Like most people think, oh, work from home, he probably doesn't do much, or he works like from some company remotely at home and does, no. I'm working from home, I'm making good money, but they don't know that about me. So it was just funny. I work from home, I'm an entrepreneur. I run my own marketing agency. I have a YouTube channel. They're just like, what? Who is this millennial kid getting in here, like trying to talk to our daughter? It was hilarious, but it was a really good time. But it's just funny, like connecting with people and trying to explain to them what you do when they have no idea like that this kind of stuff even exists or that it's even possible. But and then especially when you try to get into talking to them about Bitcoin, then they're just like, what? They have, like trying to explain Bitcoin to my parents. Have you guys like tried to, if you have talked about Bitcoin, have you tried to explain it to your parents? Not very easy. But anyways, guys, if you guys have questions, please feel free to put them in the comment section below. Okay, yeah. If you have questions, put them in the comment section below. We'll get to those questions here shortly. And again, if you're looking for that promo code to get into the Serial Entrepreneur Academy for $150 off, something we've never done $150 off, I don't believe. But if you guys are looking to get in, the promo code is right below. It's 3,000 subs, all caps, and you guys can take advantage of that. But what do you guys want to talk about tonight? What digital marketing questions do we have? What's up, Alex? How's it going, man? It's just super exciting, guys. Oh yeah, that's probably, I need to put that in my Facebook group. I forgot to share. We got 9 people on, but I didn't even put it in my Facebook group. Come on, what questions y'all got for digital marketing? All y'all sitting in here not asking nothing. I know y'all not just sitting there watching me. And I know y'all have questions. Go ahead and put them in there while I get this posted up. Why does Facebook, I swear, they never update the thumbnail or the description. Getting success quickly. That was my title for my live, like 3 lives ago. 3,000 subscriber giveaway. Cool. Got that posted. I should have said I've been live. How's business going? Business is going great, man. It's going really well. It's a grind, that's for sure, but I'm almost to the point where I want to, or not want to, but I'm almost to the point where I'm going to just pop here real soon. I'm going to have my own Bitcoin explosion with my business. It's going to be great. It's going to take it's taken a year, but in a year I've accomplished a lot. So, and that's the thing, you guys can do the same thing. Like I've talked about this before, how anybody can take this type of business. You can take this online business model and basically just apply it to your life, and it's, everybody thinks like you have to be an expert to be able to get into something like this. They see other people who are doing it and they're just like, well, they've been in it for a long time or they have a lot of money. But that's the thing. I have a student, right? This student has been in it. She's been in my course, I think, since we started, so almost 5 months for her. She's been in my course for 5 months, right? Started off fresh to the game, never had any experience whatsoever. And 2 weeks ago, she landed a client for $15,000 for a website development project and a $3,000 a month marketing retainer. Last week she messaged me in the group, and she is on the verge of landing a $20,000 to $30,000 a month client. It's a dealership that has 50 plus locations. And she's never done this before, so she's about to be just killing it with her agency, which is so cool for her. And it's really cool for me. It makes me feel good because she came through my course, and she gives me a lot of credit, although I put the credit back on her because she seriously just was dedicated and stuck it out and actually followed through with her plan and kept going even when people were like, not yet. See, that's the thing. What most people don't understand about digital marketing is it is a lot longer of a sales cycle than people think. They think, oh, I'm going to get out there and I'm going to talk to a client, and within a week I'll have 3 clients paying $1,000 a month, and that's just not how it works. The sales cycle in marketing is much longer. You might go out there and get someone to sign up in a week, and that does happen. I'm not saying that doesn't happen, but especially when you're new, it's going to take you a lot longer to get that first sale or that first actual client on board and making good money. Because $1,000 a month, yes, $1,000 a month is good for one customer. But as far as you being able to pay for your expenses for your business, pay yourself, and then put a little bit of money back into your business to keep it growing, $1,000 doesn't do anything. It doesn't even pay you in a month. $1,000, at least not where I'm at. $1,000, I couldn't live off $1,000. My minimum budget a month, it's well past $1,000. I couldn't do $1,000 a month. So that's the thing. And if you're only striving for that first 1,000, you're not going far enough. And that's why I say it's most important to educate yourself first. Everybody tries to go out and they try to start running marketing campaigns. I have a kid who messaged me last night who said, oh yeah, I've been doing this for a week and a half. I'm about to start running ads for my first client. I'm like, you've been doing this for a week and a half? And you're already comfortable enough to know how to run ads for a client and feel like you can get sales? Like that just doesn't make sense to me. Like you can learn this quickly. You cannot learn it quick. You cannot learn it in a week and then start making 10 grand 3 weeks from then. Like it's just, unless you stayed up for 3 weeks straight studying the information, you're not going to be able to. You just won't be able to do it. So educate yourself. That's the biggest thing I'm trying to get out of what this whole rant that I'm going on. Educate yourself. Actually put the time and effort into getting all of the knowledge you need. And I say this, even if you don't take my course, even if you don't sign up for me, and you go with Joe Soto or you go with any of these other people, whatever, it doesn't matter. As long as you're getting educated, like if you want to see results, that's what I'm telling you you have to do. It's not just me. Look at anybody out there who's getting real results. They went through some form of education. And if you're trying to go through this whole thing, running the free track, you're only going to make it so far. And you won't make it that far if I'm, being upfront. What's the best way to contact employers about social media marketing positions but not work at their office? Basically, do the position, offer more, but work from home. Deans, I honestly couldn't give advice on that. I've never tried that. Because if they're looking for someone in-house, that means they're looking for something completely different. They want someone there that they can communicate with on a regular basis. That's why they're hiring in-house. So that might not be the best approach to take. How do I create a second pixel in the same account? You only get 1 pixel per ad account, just so you know. Actually, no, that's not true. You can do up to 10. I think you have to have, I think it's a certain level of permissions with Facebook. I can't remember exactly, but you should be able to go in there and create a new pixel inside Ads Manager. Yeah, because on my Rest and Bar account, I have, when I first started out making pixels, I created extra pixels on my account, and now I can't get rid of them because you can't delete pixels, which sucks. But I think you get up to 10. I can't remember. Send me a message after this, and I'll try and see if I can look that up. But I'm pretty sure all you do is you go into Pixels and then create a new pixel. That's all you do. And then it'll ask for I believe it asks for the ad account that you want to add it to. I feel that I've been overthinking is content creation for clients, posting on Instagram, Facebook. What would you suggest I do to make my life simpler on this? The biggest thing, Alex, is creating a content calendar. So I have master content calendars that I use for like my clients, my businesses, that basically I go on Google, I get on their calendar, and I set up notifications, not notifications, alerts basically on, let me get this, on, Jane, I think that might just be your mic, just because, Jane, I think that's your mic, because I don't get that from anybody else, but, or not your mic, or your mic, but your audio settings. You might want to try some new speakers, unless it's, not working for anybody else. But yeah, master content calendar is what I recommend. And then what I do is I plan it out by content that you release. So you have email marketing, you have social media posts, you have blog posts, you have website content if you're updating that. So basically you just need to pick a color. What I do is I color code it, and then I basically set it up to where I pick each day of the week that they go out on and submit them then. But as far as picking, what kind of content, you just need to be creative. Think about what I have videos on YouTube about creating content. So if you're looking for just straight up how to create content, go check out how to create an awesome content marketing strategy. I believe that's the title of the video. That's on my YouTube channel. But you really, you have to focus on the issues. Focus on what people are having trouble with their specific, with the product or service that they're trying to buy. So if you're running, ads for a vet, what issues does the vet's customer have? All right. Well, their pet could be sick, or their pet could be hurt. So you want to, address those issues. How to protect your pet. How to make sure your pet stays healthier longer. All of those things are things that pet owners are going to want to know, and that's content that a vet can create and then disseminate to their viewers. So and that principle applies to any business, any type of business that you're trying to run marketing for. With me, I look at what issues you guys have. Trouble with Facebook ads, trouble with creating content. Like, I could probably put together a quick webinar series on how to create content and then run that as ads or as a blog series, and it would get people engaged. That's all you're doing. You're trying to find content that's going to make people want to engage with the brand. So like with my catering business that we just signed up, we finished last week. We did planning a corporate event catering or planning a corporate catering event series. It was a 4-part blog series that we put together and then sent out via email campaign. We put it on their blog, and it's so that way people who are coming to them and purchasing their services, they're planning corporate events, right? Because they're purchasing a corporate catering event service, so or corporate catering service. So that being said, they've probably had a plan before, so why not give them a guide on some things they should look out for when planning that event? Does that make sense? So super easy. Don't overcomplicate creating content. Look at what the issues are, solve the problem. That's it. When you first start the business, are you doing LLC or DBA or nothing at all? James, just so you're aware, DBA just means doing business as. That's not an actual title of a business or a classification of a business. But I do a LLC, and I believe I believe it's listed as a C Corp. My VAs are getting in touch with me. I'll get with them in a minute. But yeah, so I did an LLC, and it's a C Corp. I believe the other option is S Corp, but you aren't going to want to do an S Corp. You're going to want to do a C Corp. But yeah, do you use, and yes, you don't have to necessarily do it right when you first start the business, but you will want to do it before you take on your first payment from a customer. That's usually when I recommend doing it. Do you use dark posts for clients or yourself? Deans, by dark, do you mean like morbid? What do you mean specifically? Yeah, John, that's a good point. That's exactly, look at the, like, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Just go look at your competition, see what they're posting about, and recreate it in your own way. But here's the downside to that is, unless you completely recreate it to where it's something completely original, then you're not really making something new. You're really just rewording or rephrasing something they already said. And if it's a big player, it's probably been played out because a lot of people are viewing it. So, really, the best thing you can do is try and create something with a twist. Add some sort of twist to it if you're going to do something that is similar to something else. Or just go completely organic. If you can come up with brand new, fresh ideas, that's really what works the best. The fresher the idea, the more success you'll have with your actual campaign. So I booked my first appointment today for tomorrow afternoon. Any quick tips? Yeah, Dan, biggest thing, don't go in there trying to sell them. If it's just a meeting, all you're doing is going in there to provide them value. So don't go in there selling. Don't even talk about price. Don't even mention the price. The first meeting is all about getting their information, understanding their business, and then going back to where you can put together a legitimate proposal that she'll, listen to. Because here's where a lot of people make a disconnect. They go in on the first meeting and they're trying to talk about pricing and stuff like that, when really you should be listening the whole time. You want to talk about what you can provide, but you want to really do more, you want to ask more questions than you are talking. So you'll want to ask them questions like, where have you spent money on marketing before? TV, radio, print, digital marketing. Have you done digital marketing before? What worked? What didn't? What are your goals? What type of budget do you think you could afford on a monthly basis? Tons of different things that you're going to want to ask. What are their sales? All of that stuff is important information that you need to understand, so that way when you go back you can say, okay, well, this business can afford this, we can do this for them, and it will get them the best result. It'll help you understand how to put the campaign together. But don't go in there trying to sell. Just straight up shoot them value. And when you do it the right way, if you do it the right way, when you shoot them that value, when you talk about your audit, and if you're pointing out the right things at the right time, they'll actually ask you for another meeting. That's the best part when a business owner, because I remember one of the first clients I landed when I first started my agency. I walked in and we talked. I just met the guy, right? Sat down, talked, and within one lunch at Longhorn, he basically told me, "Can you come tomorrow?" with a proposal. He wanted me to come the next day with a proposal, and I was new, so I had the time. So I was like, "Yeah," and I did. And all I did was just show him value in that first meeting, and let him know what I was capable of doing, and how we could do it for him. What you have to do, really, what really helps the most is paint the picture. All right, and that's a key thing you'll hear in sales, is painting the picture. And what that means is let them see what it's like to, if currently they have a lot of, if they don't have a lot of time, right, and they're trying to get all their social media done, and they're trying to get their business going still, and they're trying to place orders for products and blah 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 blah, but they can't ever find the time to get on Facebook and post. Well, Mr. Business Owner, you're in luck. That's why I'm here, because when you hire me, you don't ever have to worry about that stuff again. We completely take it over, and all you have to do is sit back and just watch as your new customers come in, because that's all we do. We create a buzz around your business in your local area, and we're able to do that because we have a proven record, and a proven way to do that, a proven method of doing that. So it's all about how you paint the picture and make them envision what it could be like if they were using your services, and then also do the opposite and show them, not show them, but remind them what they're currently going through now that's keeping them from living and working the way that they'd like to work. Because right now all they think is stress, and they're continually thinking about all the stuff they have to do and how much it stresses them out, and how they know they have to market or they won't ever grow, right? And so by you coming in and saying, okay, Well, that's the best part. By us taking away all of the marketing that you should be doing for your business, you're able to focus more on the ordering and more on your customer service in store, and making sure that all of your customers are happy when they come in to purchase from you. It's all about how you sell it, guys. Like that's the biggest thing people kind of miss, and maybe I should just put a straight sales course together. But sales is when you go in, that's really the biggest thing. And I'm sorry I took up so much time talking about this one thing, but guys, it is super important to really paint that picture, make them understand why you're going to benefit them. It's not about the product or service itself. They don't care about pay-per-click and stuff like that. What they care about is sales, and they care about you freeing up their time so that way they can focus more on their business. All right, let me get some more of these questions because they're stacking up now. What discovery questions have you already? Okay, 200 to 350 allocated for monthly photography services will keep your content fresh. Yeah, Dean's, I don't, where you do Facebook ads, but instead of saying sponsored, it will show the ad under your personal account to blend in better. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Well, there's some issues there because you don't have a pixel. There's actually a lot of issues to that. Message me after this and we'll talk about that. That's a whole other thing, and I don't want to confuse people. Let's see. Y'all are talking amongst yourselves. I like it. Don't get the owner to do it. Really get their staff to do it. I agree, definitely get their staff, or go in yourself and do it, just all of it in one day. Take a ton of photos. Did you work for free with your first client? No, I would never do that. But I've had it, like I said, I've been in digital marketing for 8 years, so there was no way I was going to work for free to prove myself to someone, because I like when I had first gotten into starting my agency, I mean, I did 85 grand in my first year for my detailing business, and it was all from organic social media. Like, that's what I'm really good at, is creating organic social media marketing campaigns that drive organic traffic. And so that's kind of what my selling point was when I would go in. I'd say, yeah, I do all the social media marketing for my other business. We made 85 grand in the first year. I spent $500 on ads that whole year, blah, blah, blah. That's all I would say. And they'd be like, oh, well, okay. So me personally, I didn't go in starting for free. If you do work for free, guys, here's what I strongly recommend, okay? Don't do it with someone random that you don't know. If you're going to work for free, try and do it with a friend, or maybe a friend of a parent, or a friend of a friend, but someone that you kind of have an acquaintance with. It makes that whole relationship easier. It's easier to set expectations, and if you don't get results, they're less likely to be super angry at you and leave a bad review or make it public, So it's a good way to test, yes, to work for free, but it's not a great allocation of time unless you're literally just doing it to learn and you want to get the learning experience, because that's the biggest thing. If a lot more people would actually go out there and implement the strategy and try learning first, so that way they could get the basis of actually running a marketing campaign for a business, a lot more people might benefit from digital marketing. But most people go out and they watch 40 videos of Tai Lopez, and then they think they're marketing experts because they've been on Facebook since 2008, or whenever the hell it came out, 2004 or 5, I think. And so they think they're experts now, but that's not how it works. So, I don't know. There's a lot to it, guys. If you're gonna do it if you're gonna do it for free, though, for your first client, I recommend doing it with a friend, or at least someone you kind of know. Let's see. What's the best way to get clients if you're starting out, even when you made them an audit and email them? It's all about the follow up, Luis. So you have to actually follow up, via email, via messenger. You have to call them, maybe go in, But if you're just sending out an email and then you're never getting a response, but you're never reaching back out or trying a different way of reaching out, then you won't ever get that person to listen to you. And sometimes, that's why I have a cutoff, and then I'll try back in, say, 4 months. So I'll try a business 3 to 4 times before I quit trying them that month. And then I'll add them to a list to follow up with 3 to 4 months later, so that way I'm not just dropping them off. That doesn't mean they're not interested. A no is not always a no. Someone who doesn't answer is not always a no. It means that could be business for the future. So just so you guys are aware that, I don't know who this John Tang guy is, but he is answering the shit out of some questions. Like, let's see. Would you get clients before a course? Would getting clients before a course be setting your... Oh, yeah, totally. If you have no experience in digital marketing and you're just going to go out there and try and land a client, I'm telling you, you don't know what you're getting into. There's just not enough on the free... On the web that's free to really teach how to get real results. Like, there's top level stuff. There's stuff that gets you interested. There's a lot of high level information that this is how you do it in 3 minutes, when no marketing campaign was ever built in 3 minutes. It takes serious strategic planning and then actual execution of that campaign to get results. So, I seriously recommend, if you've never done a course before, and again, even if it's not mine, take any type of course to get your feet wet. Don't take a Udemy course. No, sorry. Don't take a $16 Udemy course and think that just because you spent $16 on your education that you're going to be able to go out and land $10,000 clients a month with a $16 spend on education. Like, Udemy, they may have some good courses on there, whatever. Their $16 course or $8 course, whatever the hell it is not going to get you the results you're looking for. But outside of Udemy and outside of all of those $5, $20, $50 courses, go take somebody's course, spend some actual money, make the investment in yourself, and get the resources you need to start. But definitely don't go out and try to get a client. Like, that's why too many people jump out of digital marketing. Is because they get in, they watch 40 videos on Tai Lopez's course, they think they're an expert, then they go out and they land their first client, they fail, or they can't get clients, and they never take off. So there's just too much to it. I never deem myself an expert in anything. Everything in the world is changing at a rate that's faster than one person in that field can keep up with. There's new information every day. Tristan, I agree to that somewhat, but I would say that there are definitely still experts in each field. Yes, digital marketing is very large, but there are definitely some smart people out there who understand it all. And it's because they've been doing it since way before I've even been doing it. It's usually people who've been doing it, since the internet marketing age first started out. Those people who were building banner ads, and that's all they were doing, was running banner ads across websites and hoping for traffic. Those guys are experts, especially if they've continued on and followed the trend. They know just about everything there is to know. I wish I still, got to hang out with this guy. There was this guy, his name was Paul. I used to work with him when I was working at my marketing agency the marketing agency in Jacksonville that I worked for. But this guy was freaking brilliant. The guy was, just super, super smart about almost anything you could think of with regards to digital marketing. The only thing he wasn't really aware of was like a little bit about SEO and he pretty much had web development. It was mostly just SEO. SEO was a new thing to him, but there are people who are definitely experts in this field. Regardless of it being, something that changes every day. Yes, it changes, but there are people who understand. I promise you. There are definitely people out there better than me at digital marketing, and those are the people that I look to learn from. So this information that I pass to you guys is from people that I've learned from that are much better at it than I ever was. So that's the key. You find someone who's better at it than you learn from them, and then you become an expert yourself. That's literally the formula to success, guys. Breakthrough moment. If you don't know the formula to success, find someone who's doing something, find out if they're successful at it. If they are, then replicate it. And if it's something you want to do. So with digital marketing, you guys are obviously all interested in digital marketing. Find a mentor, and even a mentor doesn't have to be someone that you talk to regularly. I mean, if you want that, yes, that helps way more than watching videos like this. But this can be sort of a mentorship. You know, all this free video that we do, you guys are able to come in and ask questions. So really, this is mentorship. You know, so it's really, really great, guys. And you just, you know, yes, it is changing every day, but there are still tons of people out there who you're able to learn from that can teach you something. Right when they're open or right when they close. It depends on the industry, Alex. Sometimes, like for example, with attorneys, they work later. So sometimes calling attorneys around 6:30, 6 o'clock, maybe 7 o'clock is better because they're usually the last one at the office and you won't have to reach the gatekeeper. So if you can get them to answer the phone. But it's different for every business. So there really is no right time. Really the trick is just to do it for whatever industry you're trying to land and figure out through trial and error what the best times are. I will tell you, though, that Fridays around 2, 3 o'clock are not good times to try cold calling. Fridays, period, are not a good time to try cold calling. So I guess that is a good point. And now that I think about it, there are some better times. So beginning of the week, obviously, is going to be a little better. And by beginning of the week, I mean Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So really midweek. The beginning of the week, Monday, I would wait till later in the day because Monday morning they're going to be catching up. They're going to be, working on emails from the weekend, orders from the weekend, stuff like that. So I would wait till later in the day, Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are better days. And then Friday, personally, I just wouldn't. People are usually out of it when they're in their business or when they're at work on Friday. So that can be a little harder. Carrie, we have, I think it's 25 hours worth of content total. It's almost 60 videos, if not over 60 videos. We have templates, documents that you can go through and take notes on. Third-party services that I use. So really, it's at your own pace. But I would imagine you could probably get through it in 2 weeks. If you really dedicate yourself daily to it. But again, that's daily and going through the course material multiple times, because that's another mistake people make is they watch the course one time and then they're like, okay, I'm an expert now. No. Like, did you ever did you ever like study for an exam, or not even study for an exam, but just like go to class for an exam, because all y'all say yes. Have you ever gone to a really, really hard class and just not even taken notes, just listened to the teacher and then got in and killed it? No. So the point being, you need to go back and study again and then watch again, because there's going to be things that you missed the first time. You won't pick everything up the first time you listen to it, especially since some of the videos on there are 25 to 45 minutes long. But really, Carrie, it's at your own pace. I couldn't say how long it would take because I've never gone through my course and tried to get through it. But we're also growing each week. We're adding new content. We're coming up with new strategy, new material that you guys will want to take into consideration and learn from. Like our most recent stuff, we uploaded stuff on outsourcing, how to do that. I uploaded my training video for my outsourcing that I gave to my VAs. What else? We did email marketing. We did a whole series on automations. We did a whole series on Facebook ads. I'm going to work on some individual stuff for running Instagram ads. There's a ton of stuff that we're still working on too. I just actually finished, I did a video on my course about overcoming objections, which is, when someone says, oh, I just don't have time, or you send them the audit, they say they really like it, but they just don't have time to meet up with you, that's an objection. And I teach in my course, a lot of the sales tactics that go behind landing clients as well. So really, it's up to you and what you feel like you need the most help with. Do you think it's possible to work on multiple businesses at the same time, SMMA, e-commerce, etc.? Alex, if you're new, especially, I would focus on one. If you have never done this kind of marketing and advertising before, I wouldn't try and go, into several different things, because your your digital marketing agency is going to take you a lot of time and a lot of effort to start landing clients. That's the other thing. People aren't reaching out. They ask. I get a lot of questions in this on this YouTube channel about people who, are having trouble with cold calling, having trouble landing clients, getting meetings. I'll put it to you like this: if you can talk to 200 businesses a month, you will not have any more trouble landing clients or getting meetings. That's just it. Period. I promise you. And I know that sounds impossible. It is not impossible to do that. You don't have to take an audit to all 200 businesses. That would be impossible. You won't get, unless you hire a VA, which that's what I do. I hire a VA to build my audits so that way I can focus on meeting with people. But if you're trying to build the 200 audits yourself and then go talk to business owners, you're not going to make it. So what I recommend is, if you're really just trying to take the market by storm in your local area, just put together a one-pager of your services and then how you can help businesses, and maybe some free value tools that they can take advantage of on that one-pager. All right, and then just go by businesses and seriously go stop in to 200 businesses in a month. What does that break down to? I think that's 5 a day. No. It's 15 a day. 200 divided by 30. Whoops. So, sorry, I was right. Yeah, it's about so it's almost 6 to 7 businesses a day. And if you go visit 6 to 7 businesses a day in a month, you will land a client. I promise you that is, and it probably, you can do it in less than that. Honestly, out of 100, if you talk to 100 businesses, you should be able to land anywhere from 1 to 3 clients, if not more. If I were to see 100 businesses right now, I could probably guarantee you guys that I could land 4 to 5. Maybe one day when I get some free time, I'll do that as a challenge or something. In the future here. But seriously, it's a numbers game. It is just about seeing who can see the most businesses in a week. I challenge you guys, try to see 100 businesses in 2 weeks. See if you can set that goal and see if you can hit that goal. But that's 14 days to hit 100 businesses. I promise you, it seems like a lot of work, and it is a lot of work, but 5 businesses, 6 businesses in a day, if you were to go talk to them, would probably take you, if you talk to say 2, no, we'll say 1. If you talk to 1 business out of the 6 or out of the 7 in a day, you'll probably spend 4 hours at the most. And that's if you're driving longer distances, 4 hours a day talking to businesses for a month. And you guys will have anywhere from 1 to 3 clients depending on your skill set in sales. It's not that hard. It is a formula. But that's my 2 cents. Let me see here. I think I missed a few questions. Kind of off topic, but do you think it's possible? Okay, no. I got that one. I bought a couple ebooks from Grant Cardone on cold calling, closing sales. Grant Cardone's, look, just be careful with Grant Cardone. Not saying he's bad at sales. He's a great salesman, but he's one of those in-your-face, pushy, bold type salesmen, and that works on some people, but there are better salesmen out there than Grant Cardone. I'm telling you guys right now, there are better salesmen out there than Grant Cardone. I would recommend looking into some other people as well, just to kind of broaden the spectrum. So you're not just looking at the bullheaded salesman, you're looking at more of the reserved, what's the word I'm looking for? Proactive type of salesman, or not proactive, reactive type of salesman, where you wait to hear what they have to say and then you react. You don't just jump out there and try and fix everything before you even know what the issue is. So, there's a lot of different people out there. Thanks, John. I appreciate that. Love overcoming objections. Yeah, it's easy too once you get the feel for it. So if you're not in my course, guys, and you want to see how to overcome objections, that's the perfect reason to get in, because we just put that video up. And I'm telling you, it's going to help a lot when you actually start getting to talking to business owners and you're trying to get them to sign up for your marketing services, but you're having trouble. That's a great video for you. Squarespace, that's what I use for my site. I wouldn't do it for a client. If I was going to do it for a client, I don't do anything other than WordPress or better for clients. I don't do Squarespace, Wix sites, all of that, because they're templated builders. Overall, they hurt SEO. So I usually do, a WordPress site. I'm a content creator. I needed to figure out how to scale and add value to content, to including metrics and management. I'm thinking of getting proficient in Facebook ads first, then outsourcing for SEO while learning the basics. You can definitely outsource in the beginning. My biggest thing, and this is something my dad taught me when I was younger, is basically, if you're going to start a business, you should know how to run every leg of that business. And the reason being is you don't ever want an employee to be able to come to you and say, Jordan, this is how you do this. And then you kind of look, not as professional or not as great of a boss. You never want to be the boss being taught by the employee. I mean, and I don't mean that to sound arrogant. I mean, you want to stay continually educating yourself and staying on top of the ball, as opposed to having your employees come to you and tell you how it should be. Does that make sense? What are some networking groups and events in Atlanta? Any chamber of commerce. There's Meetup. Go to meetup.com. You can find meetings there, but other than that, there's the SBA in Atlanta. I believe it's run by UGA. Athens has a big small business networking type group because of UGA being there. It just kind of depends on what you're looking for. BNI, but you have to pay for them. Alright guys, well that's basically it for this live video. Again, if you guys didn't hear in the very beginning of this video and you want to get in the digital marketing school over at Serial Entrepreneur Academy, we're doing a $150 discount to the first 3 students that sign up for the course. We already have 1 student use it, so there's 2 left, but the next 2 to sign up get $150 off. And that's just a big thank you to you guys for getting me up to 3,000 subscribers. Again, I want to hit 10,000, 4,000 by the end of this year. So you guys help me out, share my content, tell people about me. People who are looking to start a business, entrepreneurs, let them know about me, so that way we can get this channel going. I want to get up to 4 grand by the time, 4K by the time this year is over. And then by next year, I want to hit anywhere from like 12,500 to 15,000. So I've got a big goal to meet, but I am not stopping until I get there. And again, thank you guys so much for joining in on my live videos, for watching my videos that I post, and looking at my school, all of that. I super appreciate it, guys, because without you guys, I wouldn't be anything. And that's why I'm doing the $150 discount. We don't do $150 discounts. Like, this is only going to go for the next 2 students that buy it. So, like, the highest discount I usually ever give out on my course is like $100. So, like, we do special ones like this when, it's a special occasion. So, take advantage of that. There's 2 spots left. First 2 to get it. And the code is in the description below. But again, if you missed it, it's 3,000 subs. That's the promo code. Enter it at checkout. 3,000 subs. That's capital SUBS, like subscribers. Anyways, guys, free Facebook ads training in the group below. Bitcoin information in the description below. Free Facebook group in the description below. All of my social media links so you guys can contact me and ask me questions. Until the next time, guys, I will talk to you later. Serial Entrepreneur out.